like maybe 4 months later, so you have to bear with me. I don't remember exactly what I did to this whole entire cardigan to make it, but I counted the stitches, counted the rows and everything to get you an idea of what I did. So let's see here, and I have my notes off to the side. I did 5 rows of these granny squares, and there is 21 of them. Then, and I'm a size large, well, medium to large, depending on how and what you buy, I guess. But I'm mainly a large in a lot of clothes. So I did that, and then I upped it just a little bit, so it would be just a little bit larger on me. I mean, just a hair. So I guess you would say it's like a large and a half. But there is 5 rows on these, 21 blocks. Then I did a rectangle stitch underneath the armpit on both sides because I could not figure out about the weirdness. It wasn't turning out. Okay, so I did a rectangle block, just a double crochet. I think that's what they're called. I can't really remember my stitches too well, but and then about midway down right there is 3 blocks, 3 granny square blocks, and I did 7 rows. I know this looks a lot bigger than these. It's because I did a tighter stitch on this and I did a looser stitch on this, so it would be more flowy and more bubbly. But there is 7 rows, 3 on each arm, and then 21 rows from where I finished off on the white granny squares to the sleeve. There's 21 rows. I did like decrease as I was going. I think I did like 2 of one size, and then I decreased and went down to did so on and so forth. I think I did a really good job on this to be doing something just plainly out of my mind and out of memory. You can't really even see exactly where I stitched the granny square to the granny square stitches. So I think I did a pretty good job. But it is, and this thing is heavy. It is so heavy and it is so warm. It is literally like wearing a blanket. But there is 21 stitches. They are loose, like I said, and then once you get to the bottom, it's just a double crochet, and I was decreasing as I went. And then I was putting my arm and wrist in, of course, because I have a small wrist, so I made it kind of 2 size. So if you have a bigger wrist and you're trying to do this and you're trying to go by what I'm saying, make sure you measure as you go. And then at the bottom, I'm about positive this is called a popcorn stitch or something of the sort. But it is where you crochet, you chain off 3 times, and then you over the needle and then you go in one hole 3 or 4 times. I can't exactly tell you. And you do that same motion, and then once you get to the number that you want, you crochet off you crochet it off, and then you crochet 1 more chain, and then you do the exact same thing until you go all the way around. That was the arms. That's the granny squares. And then as for the border, and fun fact, these buttons was my granny's, and I sewed them on here, so it's sentimental. As up for the border, I started at one corner, like one of the shoulder, and then I just like worked my way around continuously. And all I done was like a double crochet, single crochet type of deal all the way around. Yes, it took forever. Yes, I wish there was a different border, but I really like the way it turned out, you know? So that's what I done on that. And then I guess that's it. I think that's it. I said there was 21 of these blocks, right? I think so. And what all it took me to make this. It's 6 different colors altogether, not including the white, if I counted correctly. And some of this I had left over, some of the colors like the pink and the yellow, maybe the blue, I had to buy another skein of. But I know there's some in here that I had just left over from other projects. But there's 6 different, I'll say there's 6 different skeins you need just for the color. But for the white alone, especially if you're doing the exact same stitch I've done in the exact same tightness, looseness, whatever you want to call it, it took me 3.5 to 4 skeins of yarn just for the white. That's it. Not including like the colors. So altogether it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different skeins of yarn. I wish I could have told you if I got like the big jumbo of the white or not. Don't know. Wish I could tell you. I can't remember 5 months ago whenever I was doing this. But, and then also on this stitch on the granny square block, I did the granny square block. I did a single crochet all the way around. A granny square block and a single crochet all the way around on each of the 21 blocks, the colorful ones. Then whenever I went to go sew them all together, I did like crochet the inside, and I thought that that looked, crocheted them together. I didn't like sew them together is what I'm trying to say. And I think that made it look so much better on the inside and just somewhere much neater. You know, I'm only going to be seeing the inside, but I feel like it also made it more sturdier. And whenever I tell you, I had a time, because I tried doing like a roll at a time, and you know, these pieces would be apart. I had a time. Let's just put it at that. It took me forever to make. I feel like, because I'm a procrastinator. And I didn't finish this for about at least 3 months. I think I started it in October, November, and I did not finish it until at least January, February maybe. So yeah, fair warning. I don't know if you ever did a cardigan before. They're heavy. It's literally a wearable blanket at this point. But yeah, I love it. Sass. Paper. Sass.